All right, traders, within this video, I'm going to be doing an in-depth price action analysis on the SPY. I'm going to be explaining to you on why I really think we're starting to be heading into a bull trap here and why I'm expecting the market to drop lower. I'm also going to be doing an in-depth price action analysis on upcoming trades. We're going to be going over my top play, which is going to be put options on Lucid stock. We're also going to be discussing BBIG, Ford, MU, and a couple of other stocks. So let's get right into this in-depth price action analysis. This video is going to give you a better understanding on how you can read and take advantage of price action and how to identify and trade the key levels. It's going to give you a better understanding on when to be long biased, when to be bullish, when to buy the call options, when to be short biased, when to be bearish, and when to buy the put options. So without further ado, let's get right into the price action analysis. Make sure you smash that like button and let's get straight into it. So in terms of the SPY, let's go over the SPY. And towards the end of this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of my upcoming trades and stuff like that. But in terms of the SPY, if you guys watched my, not the last video, but the video before the last video, I had talked about where SPY can potentially start to have that bull trap in between this zone. You guys remember this zone that I drew where basically we're looking for, in terms of buying put options and swing trading SPY again, we're looking for some sort of price channel to form with bearish candlesticks. And I think what we can potentially start to see is something like this. See how this candlestick is identical to this candlestick right here? If we continue to consolidate towards this previous support channel, if it continues to react as a resistance level towards 272 to 274, right around there for true weakness, 272 to 273, we are really going to start to see a breakdown within time. And within the next 2 weeks, we should start to see that gap to fill below at 455, which has still not filled. It partially filled right here and missed it by about $1.50. But with that being said, in terms of this upcoming trade that is in development, like I said, I'm on the sidelines. I'm waiting for some sort of price channel to develop to buy the put options. And you could see when SPY sits towards lower highs, or when it sits towards all-time highs, and it starts to form these bearish candles, these bearish candles starts to break down from the channel, pushes back up, forms a bearish candle, then it sells off hard, starts to break down from the channel, pushes back up, sells off very hard, starts to break down from the channel, pushes back up, sells off very hard. So that's where I think we're at. I think this could be the beginning of a channel that's going to start to form where we're going to be a little bit choppy over the next couple days. So you got to sit on the sidelines still. You got to wait for confirmation. That is in terms of what it is that I'm doing, right? So I'm looking for more continuation of some resistance to form, of some choppiness to form around this key 472 to 474 level. Once we get more confirmation, I'm going to be interested in swing trading some put options, give myself at least 2 to 3 weeks, and then ride this back down to fill the gap below at 455. I think we're setting up for another bear trap. It's a tad bit too early to tell, which is why I'm on the sidelines. But once I let the chart develop itself, I'll have a much better understanding on, once that pattern starts to form, on, whether this is going to be a bull or bear trap. But in terms of confirmations that I'm seeing as of now, I still think we're in a bear trap. Still on the sidelines, waiting for more confirmations. In terms of the confirmations, like I said, some consolidation, some pullbacks out of the channel. So the current channel is going to be like 470 to 473. If it starts breaking down, that's going to be great confirmations that basically any move up is going to be a fake out and a gift to buy puts between 472 to 474, and then ride this back down within 2 to 3 weeks to fill that gap below at 455. And then the best price to buy the call options would be once this gap fills at $455. So that is in terms of what it is that I'm looking for on the SPY, right? So with that being said, let's go over my top potential play. So my top potential play is going to be Lucid. So in terms of Lucid stock, within the private chat room of Trader Society, I had 2 trades today. One was a day trade. I bought NVAX call options at 934. 6 minutes later, I sold those call options for a 25% profit return. That was a quick scalp on the morning spike. And then I played a swing trade. So I'm currently in on a February 4th, $45 out of money strike. And this expires on February 4th, right? So with that being said, I have plenty of time, and I'm going to explain to you why I decided to pick up the put options on Lucid stock today. I'm currently up 7% on that one. So let's go over this chart, right? So this is what I want you to understand. There is a gap right here. There's a gap to fill at on this candle 47.27, right? There's a gap to fill at 47.27. And what I want you to understand is, in terms of a technical view, Lucid stock has key resistance towards this 47 level. See how it has a strong push up, hits the level, and then it quickly pulls back to 39.34. And then see how it has another nice run up. It starts breaking down. And then right here, it pushes back up. So it bottoms at that same support level towards 39, pushes back up towards 47.25. It misses the gap. It nearly fills the gap. It misses it by 2 cents, has a partial gap close reversal, and then it sells off very, very hard just 4 days later to a low of 35.80. So I think this is setting up for a gift to swing trade and kind of passively hold some put options on Lucid stock and ride this back down to $38 to $40 within some time. Now, with that being said, this is another reason. So I explained to you why a technical view, right? And just study how Lucid stock reacts at a key resistance level prior to a massive pump up. This recently pumped very, very hard from 33.76 all the way to 47s very, very quickly in just, 5 days. Study how it reacts when it forms this candlestick right here towards a key resistance level. Just study how it reacts. This candlestick right here towards key resistance level. You could see similar candle right here. You could see, just overall, when it forms that bearish candlestick towards key resistance, that's confirmation that it's going to continue to have its trend reversal and really start to fall back down, right? So that's from a technical view. Now, from a more news point of view, this is what I want you to understand. Lucid stock fell more than 22% the week prior to September on the lockup expiration. Tomorrow, which is going to be, so in terms of today, so January 12th, this marks a week before the January 19th expiration. So investors may experience, some volatility during this period. So just keep in mind, the stock fell 22% on the last lockup period. And in terms of today, this officially starts that first week, and we're already starting to see a sell-off. So if history repeats itself, we're going to see a sell-off before January 19th. And then if you read right here, the lockup expiration on January 19th may present a buying opportunity. So this is expected to really sell off hard due to the upcoming, lockup shares. And people are really going to start selling and locking in profits, in my opinion, especially with the big run up. And from a technical view, it looks very, very bearish. So I would look into that as well with the whole lockup expiration date. It's not the first time this has occurred. And in the past, it had a hard sell off a week before expiration. And the expiration date is going to be on January 19th. So we're officially a week before now, right? So if history repeats itself, this is really going to start to sell off. So that's what I'm seeing in terms of Lucid stock. Your best entry to get in is going to be at 47.27. In terms of very, very good entries, the previous closing price, which is going to be towards like 45.30. If you see resistance forming at 45.30, you're going to want to pick up some puts. If not, then wait till 47.30, right? So that is in terms of what I'm looking for on Lucid. I don't think the market is going to have a huge impact on this one, whether the market goes down or up. I don't think Lucid is really going to follow it at this point since it's at such a key level. But yeah, that's the thoughts. That's the analysis on it. If you see 45, 43 react as a resistance tomorrow, that's confirmation to add to the puts. Give yourself some time on those, but I'm extremely bearish and I have plenty of time. So for the micro, this could have a short-term spike, but at this point, I think any short-term spike is going to be a gift to add more. The bears remain in control of the macro side of the move as long as 47.25 reacts as a resistance level. For true strength, for the bears to remain in control for the short term, they need to turn 47.50 into resistance. So that's my thoughts in terms of Lucid stock. A lot of people were asking me about BBIG. So in terms of BBIG, if you study the overall chart right here, so it is trying to go up a little bit during after hours. The key for this one is going to be $3. It's either make it or break it at $3. If $3 breaks out, turns it into support, it's going to be on track for a nice little push up to like 350. In terms of your best price to buy the put options, there's a gap to fill right here at 391. If you see this go to 391, it starts forming resistance, it starts pulling back. You're going to want to buy some put options on that. So that's the best price to buy the puts. As of now, I'm on the sidelines. It's going to be a little bit hard to determine if this is going to be a massive breakout and run to fill the gap at 389, or if it's just going to break down and start to fill this gap below at 234. So I'm kind of on the sidelines for this. It can go either way. It is lacking the volume at the moment to have some serious move up, but we'll see. We'll see how this reacts to tomorrow. If we see some major resistance forming in the 350s, I might consider a put. Just to understand, the best level is going to be 391. I have no interest in buying this at the moment. Next dip buying opportunity would be for this gap to fill at 234. With that being said, Tilray, I'm still bearish on this one. For those of you who are right now puts, we got a bearish candlestick that just formed. This is looking pretty bearish. I still think we're going to go to 642 by the end of the week on this one, so I'm still bearish on that. NVAX, I'm just sitting on the sidelines right now. I had a quick scalp this morning, just sitting on the sidelines right now. It's trying to form lower highs. It looks a little bearish for the short term. DWAC, I'm not quite interested for the time being. Ford, I'm extremely bearish. I picked up some March 18th put options. These are going to be like midterm leap options. I think Ford by then will go to like $22 a share to fill this gap. In terms of Amazon had a nice little move up today. It hit that target 33.37, almost filled the gap at 33.50. Still bullish on that one, but I'm waiting for an entry on a midterm call option. And then other than that, let me just double check right here. So yeah, that's going to be it. So those are the main plays that I'm really looking at. So in terms of, what I'm doing, it's mainly just lucid. This is going to be something where I do take a decent position size in, and I really think we're going to see a pullback to $38 to $40 a share by next week. The contracts have plenty of time, and those should do very, very well. So that's going to be my main focus, and my main play heading into the week is going to be lucid. And then I'm still on the sidelines waiting for more of confirmation towards the SPY. But with the price action today, it does look like we are appearing to see a bear trap. It's just going to take some time, right? So that's my thoughts. That's my analysis. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something new. For those of you within Trader Society, I will see you in the live trading session tomorrow at Market Open. If you do want to be a part of Trader Society, it is the first link down below in the description. Make sure you read everything that's included in the program. Just to give you like a sneak peek, you get to watch me trade live at Market Open via webinar every single day. You get to ask me questions live on spot. You also get to direct message me one-on-one within the Discord chat. You also get access to the chat room, the real-time trade alerts, the video lesson library, where you get all of the educational lessons, such as the strategies, the risk management, the position sizing, the psychology, and there's a lot more to it. So if you are interested, check it out. It's the first link down below in the description, and I will see you guys tomorrow live at Market Open.